Hello and welcome to day 10 of the 1990 World Ice Hockey Championships from Bern, Switzerland. I'm Paul Ferguson, with me is Richard Beaupre. Coming up, West Germany against USA.
Well, Tim Taylor's USA team, a good mix of college stars with a handful of NHL veterans, are starting to put it together. The West Germans are struggling, they've got a large contingent of loyal support, and they need help.
Earlier on today, we saw Finland against Norway. In the first period, the Norwegians with Foyne striking first on a power play situation, but after that, it was all Finland.
Foyne, of course, one of the guys who got him up to Pool A last year. A nice shot for him on the power play. A one-timer beats Lindfors low.
Still in the first period, the Finns start pouring it on, start showing their class. Yellow goes in, the save is there. Watch Ruutu, he comes in late and bangs it home.
A great individual effort here from Yellow, coming right in on Martinson, goes to the backhand, can't get it in on the near side, but good work from Christian Ruutu, who follows in here and slams this one over Martinson.
The second goal in the period comes when Suominen steals it at the blue line, picks the far corner to make it 2.
The experience of Luma's pass gets him through here. Suominen, quick wrist shot, beats Martinson low on the glove side.
In the second period, number 4, Luma, takes the return pass here. Can't believe his luck, is right in there. Martinson gets a piece of it, but can't stop it.
Luma, the big defenseman, having a good game here. Comes in like a forward on the breakaway. A very casual flip shot, gets by Martinson.
Another one here for Finland. Suominen breaking in, he gets his second goal. Again, the goalie gets a piece of it, but that's number 4 for Finland.
Heads up pass from Loom once again. Suominen's in there. Martinson just can't hang on to this one.
Number 5 comes from Yellow. Number 13, keep your eye on him, working his way in the slot. A lot of time here, takes the shot and picks the corner.
The Finns playing and doing everything at will here. A nice drop pass from Suominen, who's already had 2 goals himself. Yellow walks right into the slot. It's a wrist shot, beats Martinson low on the deflector glove side.
The final goal of the period comes with Wilander coming in right in front, taking a couple of shots, picking up the loose puck, backhanding it over the goaler.
Henriksen's a very aggressive forechecker. He keeps the puck in. Wilander ends up with it. 1 shot, 2 shots, fighting with the defenseman who's looking for that puck. Wilander with good concentration here, gets the backhander and puts it over Martinson, who's down on the ice.
In the third period, the Finns keep up the pressure. Luma works right in front of the net. Number 4, the defenseman, picks up number 7 for Finland. He's having a good day.
This is definitely his lucky day. There's the shot. It's a weak one, but it's right through the legs of Martinson.
Number 8 for Finland comes from this guy here, number 11, Järvenpää. All the way around, no one picks him up in front of the net. The backhander slides along the ice into the corner.
Great intensity as Järvenpää just tires everybody out here. Carries the puck all the way around the goal, takes a backhander, it beats Martinson.
So the final score there, 8-1, Finland over Norway. An excellent win for them.
The Finns seem to be skating better now. Maybe they're finding their legs as this tournament progresses into the second round.
The standings, Canada, Sweden, USSR, and Czechoslovakia all play off now in the medal round. The bottom of the table, USA, Finland, Norway, West Germany, all fight to avoid relegation.
At this point, it looks like it's either Norway or West Germany that are going to be going down. Both teams in trouble. Both teams need something big in this last round.
The Finns and the Americans really starting to put it together now. Too late to join the top 4, but it looks like they're in a strong position to fight off the Norwegians and the West Germans.
They are playing better hockey, both the US and Finland. They seem to have much better skating ability and they're stronger teams physically.
Well, the Americans are here with a combination of college kids, NHL stars, and now they're starting to look good. They're putting it together. ranked 5th in Group A. Offensive ranking is 5th. Defensively, they're 7th. The last game was a 2-1 win over Finland. That was a good one for them. They beat the West Germans 6-3 on the 22nd of April. They're looking strong right now.
Tim Taylor not overly impressed with one game against Norway, saying his team has got to work harder. They do seem to be putting it together. Paul Ranheim, a good season in the NHL with Calgary, former University of Wisconsin star, played most of last year with Salt Lake. He had a good season in the NHL this year. He's playing very well for the Americans now.
Well, the West Germans have been a disappointment as far as I'm concerned. I really like this team. I picked them to upset one of the big boys, but they're struggling. They've had a few injuries. Uwe Kloop was suspended. Ranked 8th in the tournament right now. Offensively, they're 8th. Defensively, they're 6th. Last game, they had a 3-7 loss to Norway, a surprise victory there for the Norwegians. Of course, they lost to USA 6-3 just a few days ago.
They have been struggling. They've got some good goal scorers, but have really not been able to put a lot together. One of our favorites, Gerhard Trunchka, he's in the leading pack for the goal-scoring race in this tournament. He's a good one to watch. A great two-way hockey player, 3 goals and 5 assists so far in the tournament.
Well, the teams are coming out on the ice. It's USA against West Germany. It's going to be tight. It's going to be fast. It's going to be hard-hitting. Join us in a moment for the opening face-off. Welcome back to Bern, Switzerland for the World Ice Hockey Championships. Coming up, West Germany and USA. The Soviet official Nikolai Morozov is out there with his Swiss and Czechoslovakia linesmen, getting the formalities over. Good support here for the West Germans. They'll be beating the drum, but they'll have to put the puck behind Blue and Casey. Casey will start. Some good defensive work out there from Goslin and Dahlqvist. The young college kid, Brown, has been doing a good job. Johnson, the captain, working alongside Ketchmer. Broughton up front has been putting the puck in the net. O'Regan, who plays in West Germany, has been looking strong too.
He'll have a lot to prove here. Some of his teammates or some of the guys he plays against, O'Regan's going to be going all out in this one. Of course, Joel Otto, Calgary star, playing very well. Mike Modano brought over from Minnesota. Kevin Stevens, one of the players I've really liked. He's a hard worker and he gives it his all.
Helmut de Raaf will start in goal for West Germany, the 29-year-old star from Dusseldorf. Porkenoy, who's been good on defense. Kreis, Kiesling, Udo Kiesling, one of my favorites, has always looked strong, as has Niederberger out there.
Of course, the 2 Trunchkas, Bernhard Trunchka, a hard worker. Gerhard, not much more can be said about him. He's a good one to watch. George Holzman, a very good forechecker. Luxig, watch him, he's very aggressive. Dieter Hagen and Steiger both play very well. Hagen, of course, will be out there with Gerhard Trunchka. The 2 of them work very well together.
Tim Taylor for America. So we have Morozov getting set for the face-off. The West German side will be playing from left to right in the lighter colored jerseys. The Americans are on a high right now, on a bit of a roll as Dahlqvist goes back for it. Trunchka misses that one along the boards, and that goes back to Niederberger. West Germany, as I said at the beginning of the tournament, I thought they looked strong, and I think they've been unfortunate to lose all their games so far. Trunchka taken out as he goes into the corner, looking right in front. They try to take the shot there, they get it away, and it goes wide. Johnson getting that one over. Heemer saw that one trickle in front of the goal. De Raaf was right there to smother it and call for the face-off.
A good chance right away for that line out there for the West Germans. They've made a change. They've got Bernd Trunchka playing with Gerhard Trunchka and Steiger. So that's a little bit of a line change there. We'll see what they can do together.
Broughton, right from the face-off, hits Holtzman with a punch. Some aggressive stuff right here in the opening seconds of this game. Broughton and Holtzman are being escorted to the penalty box and still having words with each other.
Well, there's nearly 60 minutes of hockey left to go here. I'm sure they're going to see more of each other. You can see Holtzman came right up high with that stick. The linesman trying to get between him. Broughton didn't take that as accidental, and he gave him a shot back.
Well, I think he was going for that face-off, going for the draw, and the stick just followed through. Nevertheless, they'll both sit it out. Hemer shadows his man, and the West Germans now bringing it out. Billman on the wing. Pokorny pushing that one all the way down to Casey. Casey gets it to Ranheim. Ranheim up on the wing looking for Mark Johnson. Offside is the call.
Morozov, of course, doing a good job calling those penalties. He wants to control this one right from the start, before the tempers start flaring. He wants the teams to know that he's going to have charge here.
Well, the Soviet officials spent some time working with the Red Army in the NHL during the latter part of the season when they played a series of friendly games over there, and he came under a lot of fire, a lot of criticism, as Udo Kiesling puts it over. The NHL referees, commentators, players are all used to letting the play go. He was calling it tight, coming in now with the shot. Pokorny getting the woodwork on that. Brandel spins around, can't keep that in the zone, and the Americans now looking for the quick break. Norton gets that to the far side. Steiger will pick it up for West Germany. Steiger pushes it all the way up to the red line, too far for anyone. Getting the touch there for USA is Dahlqvist. Icing is the call with just under a minute to go on the penalties. 1:46 gone in the period.
The point to note, the West Germans have had to compensate for a few injuries that they've had. One serious loss to this team has been Harold Bark, who is a very good forward, did a lot of work carrying the puck out of the zone. He really can take charge out there, a great skater. They miss him badly.
See one of the Americans getting a stone on his skate. Probably a little chip there, a bit of an edge. That shot, a great save by the Raff. Came all the way from the point. Dahlqvist goes in after it, pumps it back into the zone. Fritsch trying to wrestle his man away, and Dieter Hagen gets it behind to Niederberger. Niederberger. West Germany now breaking with 3-4 players. They decide to do it all over again with Hagen. Trunchka is on the wing. Dieter Hagen putting it to Trunchka. Trunchka trying to break in, takes a shot from Johnson, and he's pushed off the plate. Johnson gets it all the way around. The Americans throwing it forward. Kip Miller. Kip Miller with Dahlqvist. Miller working right in front. One too many white shirts on the plate. And the West Germans with 8 seconds on the penalty work out. Villman, a two-line pass as Dieter Villman got fed from Niederberger, but it was just over the two lines.
The action is fast and it's quick out here. One problem that the Germans may have is that they really play that Trunchka line a lot. They don't want to wear them down early in this game.
The official is not happy with that face-off as O'Regan goes against Villman. Villman wins that one. Flipped over by Kreis. Working up now, the West Germans. Hilger's stick is held and then he's pounded into the board. Sacco picks it up for USA and brings it out. Sacco over on the wing, looking for the drop pass. Working right in is Cole. Cole takes a shot. He fanned on that one. The return shot comes in. O'Regan was right there in the top of the slot, but Helmut the Raff came up with the save.
Little pushing and shoving around the front of that goal. Both teams are trying to get things going here.
Some great action here in the opening minutes of this first period. A lot of West German support. They haven't had far to come, and they're getting their money's worth right now. Both teams back at full strength. Too many players trying to get in on that circle. You can see the official now going over to Sacco and Kiesling telling him to get out of that circle. Trunchka gives it back. The shot coming there, kicked out by Duraf. Goslin got a piece of that one way back at the blue line. The Americans with a bit of pressure here. Sacco trying to get it to Kip Miller. Morozov skates out of the way of the plate to let the players move around. Cole He's taken out of the play. Goes as far as Goslin, and now it comes out. Kiesling was right in front of the net, looking for that pass, and it didn't come, and USA back on the attack with Cole. Udo Kiesling all the way along the boards. That one whistles down the ice. Ketchmer will touch it. Icing is the call.
Kiesling so good at going end to end. The veteran defenseman, he can do it all. Great defensive skills, and he really can go forward. He's like an extra attacker on that ice at all times. He was involved in the play in front of the U.S. goal, and he's the man that got back into the corner to dump that puck down the ice.
Some colorful characters here in Switzerland, enjoying the hockey that's been played in the A tournament. A shot right on the goal coming from Otto, kept in by Ketchmer. Trunchka lets that one go all the way around. Otto's right in front. Norton was right there. Trunchka now. Trunchka breaking away, gets the chop. Taken out of the play. Some good stuff. That's right in front, and Stevens picks it up. Stevens drops it off on the wing. Modano taking the shot, and that's wide. Whistles all the way around to the far side, out into the neutral zone, and Norton gets it back. Stevens backhands that up on the empty wing. Trunchka goes after his man. Stopped in the West German defense, and West Germany now back on the attack. The two Trunchkas, some good back checking there by Stevens to break up that play. Stevens looking for Modano. Still on the right wing, the Americans. Dahlquist. Trunchka is in there trying to take possession of the puck. Dahlquist is in there with Broughton. Villman wants it along the boards, but it goes the other way. Kreis leaves that one. Villman tips that one forward, but it's not hard enough. The Americans a shot wide of the net coming from Dahlquist. The rebound is right in front. Mark Johnson was there, but Helmut Duraff makes another save.
Duraff doing well just to cover that puck up. The American shots have been mostly long shots, but they're in there for those rebounds, and he's doing a good job of not leaving them out. There's a shot coming from the point. Duraff's got a view of it, gets a pad on it, and covers it very smartly and quickly.
Miller against Holtzman. The shot. Again, Americans buzzing around that net. Ranheim is taken out of the play. Villman, a nice pass from him to Holtzman. Up along to Hilger. Some rough stuff off the play. Goslin picks it up now for USA. Goslin for Broughton. Broughton tipping it up on the wing. Ranheim drops it to Broughton. Broughton fakes the shot, goes right in. Oh, and the pass, or was it a shot, was wide of the target. Broughton with Ranheim really did fan on that one. And West Germany now break hard. The West Germans, Holtzman dropping it back. The shot right on the target. USA pick it up in their own zone with Goslin. He takes it back as the Americans change on the fly. Some great action at both ends. Kammerer goes after his man. Fritsch. Some good back checking there by Kiesling. Got up by Porkernay. On the wing. Steiger batted at that one. That took a deflection. Brandel goes after it. Casey missed it. Brown now being shadowed on the plate. Steiger is in there with Lupzig. Miller. Some good defensive work again by West Germany to break up these plays. Norton gets way back to his own blue line and gets a return pass. He's working with Brown out there, and Brandel shadows. Brandel for West Germany misses it. Norton goes right in. Norton has got Cole in front of the net. Taken out of the play. Lupzig picked it up on the boards and loses it. Some good stuff by O'Regan. Getting it back to the blue line, flipping it in. Kiesling goes after it. Steiger head manning the puck nicely along the red line. Brandel takes a hit there from O'Regan. O'Regan stops and starts along the boards and flips it to the far side. Schmidt goes after it. Sacco doing some forechecking for USA, and that's tipped into the neutral zone. It really has been non-stop stuff here. Picked up by Trunchka. Not a good pass from him. Intercepted by Cole. USA, oh, nice little move there. Sacco is right in front. Sacco looking for the pass. Schmidt is back. Trunchka is back. West Germany getting back in with 5 players, sending 3 into the corner to break it up.
Both teams getting some changes here. You can see the lines jumping over the boards as Dahlquist dumps it down.
Modano just stepped on the ice. Trunchka tried to get that forward. Stevens gave him a hard time. O'Regan looking on. The official wants him to play it. They eventually come out to Heimer. Heimer, a good little pass from him. Dieter Hagen took too long on the shot, forced out of the play. That's going to be a penalty. The Americans touch it. Morozov is right there. Johnson skates right over to the penalty box for USA, and it's going to be a power play situation for West Germany here in the first period.
Steiger faked the shot, stopped. Johnson was all over him. There's the call. Morozov is about 5 feet away from those players, maybe 10 feet now by the time they've spun around. Hagen was pulled down. Johnson will sit too.
So good opportunity now for the West Germans to put on a little pressure. They've been under pressure themselves. Heimer, that one flips high to Holtzman. Holtzman brings it down, but a lot of Americans along the boards to clear it away. Trice leaves that one, and the West Germans break hard. Up on the wing, Heimer gets it up. Hilger can't hang on to it. Broughton now breaking in. Broughton fakes a shot now, eventually takes it. Duraff made a great save, way out of his cage. Got that one on the shoulder, and West Germany back on the attack. Heimer's looking for it back at the top of the slot. Push to Holtzman. Holtzman for West Germany gets it behind the net. Hilger is right in front, and America picks it up and brings it out. The Americans killing off this penalty and having a go at the net too. Brown, Reynolds goes after it. Heimer, a nice little move by him. He gets it forward. Steiger got that one forward, going right in on goal. Casey gets the stick to it and shoots it to the far side. Brandl behind the net, back again to the hash marks. Back to the point. A long pass to the far side, a dangerous one there. Brandl right in front of the net. Norton is there, and Brandl can't pick it up for West Germany as it's shot out of the zone.
Good action there. Brandl and Lubzig all around the front of that net. Couldn't bang that rebound in.
Picorni, a long pass by him. The return pass up on the wing to Trunchka. Trunchka tees it up, takes a shot. That took a deflection off Goslin, and Cole picks it up and flips it to center. Kiesling gets it back in. A change here for West Germany. Still with this power play. Picorni flipped it in the zone. Some rough stuff along the boards. Picorni keeps it in. Niederberger takes a shot. A great save by Casey. Lubzig picked up the rebound, squeezed out of the play along the boards, and USA now breaking hard.
Great work from Goslin. He belted 2 bodies on one side of the ice, then hit another German on the other side to help get that puck out.
Lubzig tried to clear that one out of the zone. Eventually it does come over. Trunchka and Schmidt run into each other. Both teams changing here. Some great stuff. Trunchka to the far side. West Germany putting on the pressure. It's going to be a delayed offside unless the Americans touch it. They do, with Norton bringing it out. Stevens getting it up. Otto. The net is wide open right in front. A lot of pressure there with that goal wide open. Norton bats it back in. Stevens pushes it along to Otto. He can't see it. It only goes partly down the boards. It's still not in front. Or still not away. It's in front. Ketchmer. Ketchmer takes a shot. The rebound is right in front. And Duraff has one of his players lying right in front of him as Niederberger and Stevens have words.
The U.S. with a lot of pressure here on the West German goal. That line of Otto, Modano and Stevens, three big boys out there, really doing a lot of forechecking.
This has been a good one. 11:27 gone in the first period, still no score. The face-off now deep in West German territory. Kreis gets that one all the way around. Willman taken out along the boards by Mark Johnson. The long pass intended for Broughton right up the middle didn't come off, and the Americans will try it again with Renheim. Renheim gives that one off along the boards. Broughton gets the tip, and De Raaf comes way out of his goal and decides to call for another face-off.
That's a judgment call by the goalie, whether he wants to take that chance and come out. De Raaf made his move early enough. He didn't like what he saw there. His defense was struggling to get back. Took the initiative to go out and cover that puck. He's happy to have a face-off there than to give away a goal.
Tim Taylor must be a lot happier with his USA side now than when he started. They're working more as a unit, more as a team.
The comment that Taylor made after that Norwegian game was that his team was tired, having played 6 games in 8 days. He felt they needed to pick the tempo up and work harder.
Lubsig, a good job by him to get it to Kiesling, back to Lubsig. He fires it into the zone, going in for it on this side is Steiger. It doesn't come to him. The Americans tipping it out, trying to break down with Reynolds now. Reynolds gets over the blue line. Reynolds takes the shot. Steiger wants that as he takes Reynolds out of the play. Brandl eventually picks it up and flips it to the far side. Kiesling up to Steiger. Steiger has got Brandl, still it's Steiger. Drops that one back, and the West Germans come in on the backhand side with Kiesling. Right in the slot area, the shot just doesn't get away, and the Americans pick it up. Reynolds taking it up the right wing. Some fantastic efforts here from both teams to get those shots away in front of the net. But a lot of good defensive stuff to put pressure on the shooters. Shot in there by Schmidt. Dahlqvist will slow things down. A bit of a giveaway there. Dieter Hagen gets that in front. Dieter Hagen looking for the return pass. He's got it, but he can't get the shot away. The shot now comes from way back at the point. Schmidt getting a piece of that. Hagen again back to the blue line. Niederberger tees it up, takes a shot. Casey makes the save. Oh, some good stuff from West Germany. Casey had to be sharp there.
Niederberger's shot was right where Casey would have wanted it, though, up high enough that he could get a glove on it and hang on. There was a lot of action in front of that goal. 28-year-old Jonathan Casey was just happy to be able to see that. There you see the bodies in front. Niederberger's shot is just high enough that he can play it like a baseball player. A little bit of the chest pad in his glove and hang on without any trouble. Hagen and the Trunchkas are so dangerous out there. They can't be given an inch or they'll take a mile.
Otto getting that one back to Goslin. USA bumping that off the boards. Too far for Modano, and Otto tipped out over the line. Willman couldn't get the stick to that. Holtzman eventually picked it up and sent it back. Offside is the call. I don't know if Harold Kreis from Mannheim agrees with that one, but he accepts it, gets back in a position.
Harold Kreis, a very steady defenseman. He's not flashy. He's not a pretty player. He just gets the job done.
Otto gets it back. Norton over to the far side. Stevens breaking, slams on the brakes of the blue line. Norton, who loves to go forward, taken out by Hemer. Willman couldn't hang on to that. That shot is kicked away nicely by De Raaf, coming from Stevens. Stevens moving behind the net as the play revolves around the far corner. Brown right in front. Otto takes a shot. Willman for West Germany got that one in the corner. Brown again shoots it back in. Left, right in front, they take a shot, they score! Stevens in the slot area. Well, the puck was buzzing around the USA, or the West German goal. A lot of USA players touching that puck.
That forward line for the Americans almost had a goal their last shift out. They've been working hard. A good job from Greg Brown at the blue line. He kept the puck in a couple of times. His shot's deflected. It goes to Stevens. He just turns around and takes a quick snapshot, and it beats Duraf. Joel Otto and two defensemen in front of the net. Duraf didn't have a clear view of that one, maybe. But the work of Kevin Stevens pays off for goal number 1.
So the Americans in the crowd celebrate. And I can assure you there are more than those two sitting there.
The Germans very nonchalantly just trying to dump that puck out. They gave it away 2 or 3 times right to the blue line.
Dahlqvist shoots that into the far corner. All the way around to Dahlqvist again. Being shadowed there. Ranheim comes in to help out. Ranheim got it along the boards. Mark Johnson doing some work with Ranheim. Brandel got it back. It's flipped to the far side, and Lubsig shoots it back into the zone. Casey, good little pass to him, from him to Johnson. James Johnson with Dahlqvist. Lubsig is all over Johnson. Neil Broughton picks it up. Mark Johnson now. Johnson bringing it down. Johnson to Broughton. Broughton has it tipped off his stick. Lubsig is there. Udo Kiesling pushes that off the boards, and Brandel picks it up. The 2-line pass is the indication from the official standing right on the blue line. So we'll have a face-off where that pass originated.
Andreas Lubsig and Thomas Brandel are both very hard workers out there. They really give it their all. Great forecheckers.
Well, USA, despite their winning ways, knew that they were in for a battle when they stepped on the ice against West Germany. The Germans desperately looking for some points from the remaining games in this tournament. Miller lost that one. Norton picks it up and gets it into the center ice zone. Miller with Reynolds out there. Norton now over to the far wing. That bobbles and bounces. Miller picks it up, goes into the corner after it, gets round his man. Out front is Niederberger. Reynolds goes back to help out. Miller picks it up and gets it back to the circle. Right in front is Fritsch. Fritsch takes a shot, deflected into the corner. West Germany with Trunchka. Trunchka is hammered to the ice.
Reynolds is going to the penalty box with his arms open. That looked like a pretty good check, actually. Morozov didn't see it that way. There you can see Reynolds going over there after his man. Very aggressively steps in. That looks very clean to me. I'm sorry to say, Morozov missed something there.
Reynolds will sit for 2. Well, they call that a cross-check. A cross-check. Well, what can I say? Game continues here. Heimer, a power play for West Germany. Kept in nicely by Sacco. Some help coming from Hilger. And it comes over now to Heimer. Heimer for West Germany, pushing that one into the neutral zone. Holtzman slams on the brakes. Holtzman can't keep it in the zone, and they'll have to start over again. Holtzman at center, moving, gives it up to Villman. Villman a chance to shoot. Decides to go into the corner. He's got Holtzman. Holtzman gets it along to Heimer. The top of the circle, the shot is there, the rebound. That one trickles beside the net, and the Americans pick it up and start to bring it out, but Heimer gets there first. Again, the shot coming right in. Casey comes way out as Pokorny got a piece of that one. Under a minute remaining on the penalty.
That far side point man was wide open 2 or 3 times. Great chance for him there, but the shot once again is right at the glove side of Casey. He didn't manage to hang on to that one. Unfortunately, the bounce meant that the German forward couldn't get another whack at it.
Good penetration by the West German side. Still got a man advantage. Brandl being told to get out of the circle. Otto stays in there for USA. Brandl tries to get back in there, thinking maybe the official forgot who he was. Well, he may be wearing a striped shirt, but he's certainly not a zebra. Kiesling takes the shot. Flicked away by Casey. Brandl gets it behind the net and gets the return pass. Kiesling to Brandl. Brandl behind the net, works his way back in, looking for the give and go, but it doesn't come. Steiger to Brandl, right in front. That one hit a skate. The Americans trying desperately to clear that down the ice, and they do.
Brandl with a little chance right there by the side of the net. Casey did well to stand his ground.
Coming up to 20 seconds on the penalty, less than 3 minutes on the period. 1-0 for USA. Coming in now, Pokorny taken out of the play hard. Steiger, Pokorny lost his stick. Steiger gets it back to Trunchka. He can let him fly from there. Flipped over to the far side. Steiger takes the shot. Trunchka tries to get the tip, and he flipped it over to number 2, Andreas Pokorny. The Americans back at full strength, and they bake now. Reynolds breaking for that net. Reynolds comes right in, and that bounced over his stick and went into the corner. Pushed back into the zone by Goslin. Pokorny fires that one along the boards. It comes out to Modano. Both teams trying to get fresh legs out there. Reynolds goes after his man for the West Germans now. Dieter Hagen. Hagen in the slot area. Hagen punching that one forward to Trunchka. Trunchka's got it. Shadowed all the way by Miller. Eventually pushing it in, but Reynolds will pick this one up and flip it out of the zone.
The Germans looking to get fresh legs out here. They got the Trunchka line back out, trying to get something going late in the period.
Hemer bounces that off the boards. USA get there first, and Hemer will have another try at it. Holtzman. A long pass over to the far side. A bit lucky to get away with that one. Going in now is Billman. Billman all alone trying to do it. There are too many Americans back. Take him out of the play. Bit of a giveaway in the corner. Holtzman getting it back. Hemer takes the shot, and that deflects high. It's bouncing. Holtzman took a swipe at it. It's still kept in there. Casey hangs on to that one. Time ticking down here in the first period. 1-0 for USA over West Germany. Stevens getting that goal. Otto against Brandl again. You can see the official telling them what to do and where to stand. They've done it before, I'm sure they know. The slap shot. Casey again hangs onto it. Makes it look so easy. The reaction on the West German bench from Kuhnhackl. One that he's pleased his team are taking advantage of the situation here and putting on the pressure, but he can't be too happy if they're not putting the puck in the net.
The shots from those points have got to be lower. They've got to keep the puck on the ice or close to being on the ice. They're getting them all up high enough for Casey not to have a lot of trouble handling them.
Well, this time they're kicking USA out of the face-off circle. Stevens up along the boards. Dahlqvist pushes that one forward. Stevens now trying to get that one behind the goal. It bounces, and the West Germans bring it out. They got 3 men coming forward. West Germany with Steiger on this side. Steiger looking to pick that one up. Dahlqvist pushing it forward. Renheim skating across the blue line. Stevens getting it back. And the West Germans come back in force to break that one up and shoot it out of the zone. Just a couple of seconds left before the buzzer goes. Well, there it goes to end the first period. The score 1-0 for USA over West Germany. Join us in a moment. Welcome back to the second period. USA 1, West Germany 0. We're in Bern, Switzerland. The World Ice Hockey Championships. The Americans now playing from left to right. An exciting first period, both teams having their chances. A lot of pressure in the final minutes from West Germany.
Both teams skated well in that first period. They're both back-checking and forechecking very well.
Trunchka goes after Johnson. Modano picks it up. Modano takes the shot right on. Schmidt dropping it to Trunchka. Trunchka to Bernhard Trunchka, looking for Gerhard Trunchka, try to bat that one down. Niederberger couldn't get a piece of it. Hagen goes along the boards to break that one up. A lazy little pass to Bernhard Trunchka. Working up the middle, offside is the call. The shot gets away there, and Johnson takes a poke at Dieter Hagen as he goes by because he let the shot go, or he felt he let the shot go after the whistle. Hagen and Johnson having words out there. Nothing serious.
Good defensive play by the Americans to push the forward offsides. The Germans were on an attack there. That's good defensive work.
Holtzman against Broughton. Holtzman to Hemer. Got the little skate out there, kicked it back. Harold Kreis. All the way into Casey. Ranheim now tips that one forward, too far for anyone. And Villman couldn't hold it in. United States now breaking. Going to be a penalty on the play. Morozov, the Soviet referee, gets the penalty box open.
The play was going in the neutral ice area. Both teams broken down passes here. The top part of your screen, you can see the West German player being pulled down. Morozov's arm went up in the air at that point, gave Jeffrey Norton the infraction. The Americans, of course, had the puck, so the whistle blew immediately. Norton will go 2 for tripping.
Brandl with Lubsig out there will put on the power play. Golfed away into the West German zone. Udo Kiesling goes back for it. Kiesling spends a lot of time on the ice, killing off penalties, and on the power play, Lubsig shot that one in. Gosling will get to it first and rifle that one around all the way down into the West German zone. The Raff being shadowed there by the American forechecker. Reynolds still on it. Lubsig for West Germany along the boards. Working his way up, Lubsig stops at the circle. Gets it right back to Pokorny. Lubsig again. Pokorny, Lubsig. Still West Germany with the man advantage. Lubsig getting it behind the net. Some physical stuff off the play in the slot area. The Americans really don't want anybody to cruise inside that box. Over to the far side now, West Germany. The shot, the score! Steiger, a power play goal from the far side of the rink.
Most of the shots that the West Germans have had have all been high. Steiger walks into the circle here, keeps the puck right on the ice. It gets behind Jonathan Casey. A low shot, seemed to take him by surprise. Casey wasn't set for that one.
Possibly partially screened on that, but a good goal for West Germany. Steiger being congratulated by Lubsig, who worked hard on that power play effort. 1-1 now the score here in the second period. Johnson in on the backhand side, looking to do the wraparound. He got it right in front of the cage. No one there to pick it up. Dahlqvist keeps it in the zone. Back to Johnson. He takes the shot. It's right there. O'Regan, how did he miss that?
He had the whole net and he hit the side off that rebound. The shot had hit the German defenseman in front.
Trunchka taking it over. Dieter Hagen takes the shot. Right in there. Casey makes a save, makes another one. And Dieter Hagen was right on the doorstep, banging away at Casey.
Hagen given a couple opportunities there. Defense a little bit slow getting back into that play. Tim Taylor's not going to be happy with that. There's Trunchka on the move, leaves the puck back. Hagen snaps a quick shot. Casey can't hold on to it. Hagen slips behind Johnson and gets another crack at it. Bernard Trunchka sitting there all by himself, waiting to see if Casey will drop it again.
1-1 the score as we approach the 3-minute mark. Holtzman anxious to get this face-off away. Norton gets it for USA and pumps it along the boards. It comes back to Norton and he brings it out. Headmanning the puck along the wing. Hemer goes after his man. Hemer takes Stevens out along the boards. Otto. West Germany now breaking fast. They've got the momentum. They've got the motivation as Casey hangs on to that. Hilger doing some good work coming forward for West Germany.
Casey seems to be bobbling that puck around out there quite a bit. He's not handling these shots cleanly. Hilger trying to use the defenseman as a screen in the one-on-one. Snapped a wrist shot. Casey had a little bit of trouble with it, but nothing there for a rebound.
Brandel being knocked to the ice right in front of the goaltender. USA with Ranheim. Paul Ranheim trying to get round the defense. That's taken in over the blue line again. Offside is the call. The West German supporters beating the drums, waving their banners here, wearing the war paint. There's the shot of Brandel, who falls and brings Broughton with him.
Both teams are playing each other very closely. Good man-to-man coverage.
Norton with Ketchmer on the defense. Grabbed by Brandel with Lupzig. Brandel takes the shot. Casey says no rebound this time.
It's exactly what the Germans have got to keep doing. You can see Brandel and Lupzig talking it over. They take the shot. They've got to have forwards going for those rebounds.
They've got big bass drums positioned all around the rink. You can see the war paint in the colors of the West German flag. Trunchka. Johnson goes after that one, shadowed by Trunchka. West Germany sending in reinforcements. Dahlqvist looking for Ranheim. He can't give it to him, but Johnson gets it on the far side. The pass up on the wing. Ranheim picks it up and drops it back. Pushed into the zone, but everyone had stopped on the blue line to avoid the offside. Trunchka skating hard to get that one. Dieter Hagen is pounded along the boards. Ranheim gives him another hit. Neil Broughton brings it up slowly, tries to get it into the slot. Still it's Broughton, one hand on the stick. Schmidt is all over him, but the goal is dislodged, and there's going to be a penalty.
Morozov being very assertive as he made that call. There you can see the forward trying to get away from him and turn around. Schmidt with a little hook, then a grab, spins the forward around. Schmidt's going to go 2 for holding. In the background, you can see the net has already been dislodged, but Morozov's arm was in the air as he had to call on Schmidt all the way as he pulled Broughton around.
Another look here at that infraction, along with what's happening right in front of the net.
That's what we're talking about with man-to-man coverage. Those two players are way away from the play. They're sticking to each other just like glue.
Niederberger doing a great job of pushing his man into the crossbar. The Americans now with Norton on the power play for the next 2 minutes. Going after it is Norton. Stevens up on the wing. Holtzman will chase him. Norton takes the return pass. Otto flips it all the way around to the far side. USA keeping it in. Modano wants it and gets it in the corner. Modano to the far side. Norton back at the point. Stevens is there. The shot coming. Kreis picked that one up. Norton will get it in his own zone and bring it out slowly. The Americans looking to see where he is as he punches that one into the corner. They were trying to avoid the offside, but the whistle blew.
The Americans trying to set that power play up. The one-timer opportunity came across from Modano. The blade of his stick went further than the puck did. There you can see the blade of that stick going by. Duraf was looking for the blade of that stick to try and catch that if he could, not realizing that the puck was right on the ice still, about 5 feet in front of him.
The Americans still with the power play here. Johnson, James Johnson, the captain for USA, brings it over the blue line. Again, we have another whistle on the play.
Must be hard for those players. It sounds like there's 40 whistles out there. The noise coming from that crowd.
The constant drumming, pounding, clapping, singing in the background, lifting this West German side. James Johnson, O'Regan, Kip Miller is out there. Comes all the way back to the blue line. Johnson keeping it in. Miller right in front. Oh, and that one just deflected wide. O'Regan, Stevens, Miller. O'Regan waiting on the far side. Johnson. Miller spun around. Johnson now. O'Regan takes a shot and whistles by the far post. Another one coming in. They try to deflect that one in with Stevens, and that didn't come off. 6 seconds remaining as Steiger breaks for West Germany. 6 seconds remaining on the penalty. The West Germans are now at full strength. USA coming back on the attack. Both teams trying to change on the fly. Brown pushing that one into the corner. Kreis for West Germany. Kreis looking for the quick break. Held on to that just a bit too long as Brown picks it up in the corner. Brown for USA being shadowed on the play, but a chance here for Cole. Denton Cole going down the left wing. Cole dropping it back into the circle. Trunchka picked it up. Up on the wing now, West Germany. 3 men forward. Trunchka taken out of the play by Ketchmer. As far as the point, the shot there. Casey lost it for a second. Hagen pushes that to the position behind the goal. The shot coming right now. That whistles wide and high. Trunchka doing a lot of hard work out there.
There's so much talk about Gerhard Trunchka. Number 14, Bernd Trunchka, doing an excellent job skating around that goal, kept his legs moving. The Dusseldorf player really giving it his all out there. There you can see him coming around. Really feeds that puck nicely. The shot deflected high into the air. A good goal scoring opportunity right there.
Holtzman against Cole. And again, we see the official waving one of the players. This time it's USA out of the face-off circle. So Cole is replaced. The shot there coming from Harold Kreis. Fitch along the boards, backhands it. Not a good clearance by him. Casey gives that one a swipe. Sacco along the boards. Still kept in the zone, West Germany. deliver that one to Casey's doorstep. That one takes a deflection, and still West Germany with possession. Right in the slot area, kept in there by Kreis. Flip to the far side, Sacco will get to it first. Brown to Sacco. Cole wants it up on the boards. Johnson is there helping out Sacco. Sacco. West Germany taking the shot. Hilger getting the woodwork to that. The Americans under a lot of pressure here as Fritsch stands along the boards waiting for it to come to him. That gets by Kreis. Fritsch goes after it. But again, West Germany pick up the loose puck and take possession. Willman and Hilger hit along the boards. Cole starts to rough it up with Hilger. And you can see Morozov saying, keep it down, cool it down.
The U.S. having all kinds of trouble trying to get that puck out of the zone. They stopped skating. They've been guilty of that a few times in this first round of the tournament. Tim Taylor, a little bit of a frown on his face, trying to figure out why they stopped, why they slow down. Got to keep moving. 60 minutes out there. Good action here. Sacco mixing it up.
West Germany with Brandl. Brandl has got Udo Kiesling. He's got Steiger. He's taken out of the play, and Brown will pick it up for USA. Leipzig shadows him, but that trickles into the neutral zone. West Germans try to shoot it back in. It took a deflection, and Gosling cleared it forward. Ranheim gets the shot. That goes in front of de Raaf. The return shot hits a skate. Kiesling picks it up and flips it forward, but Gosling will get to it first. Gosling, his pass gets by the intended receiver all the way down the ice. Kiesling flips that one forward, and West Germany now, a lot of momentum. Dieter Hagen, as Trunchka was taken out of the play. Niederberger gives that one off. Trunchka, Bernhard Trunchka, backpedaling there, gets it right back to the blue line, working his way in now. The shot, Casey kicks it away, it's still loose right in front of the net. Morozov let that one go. And now USA breaking. Otto dropping it back, the shot. De Raaf made a good move there as Dan Ketchmer moved into scoring position.
That's not a brilliant call by Morozov in my eyes. Stevens definitely had hooked Niederberger. As Niederberger's pulled down, the play goes the other way. The Americans are in a 3-on-1 situation. Had that been a goal, I'm sorry to say, the call should have been made by Morozov earlier.
Coming up to the midway point here in the second period, 1 goal apiece. Some great stuff from both teams. The West Germans possibly having the advantage right now. They've got the momentum. They need the points. Tim Taylor talking to his boys on the USA bench. That's left right in front. Reynolds gets it forward. How did they miss that one? The net was wide open. The shot coming in. Reynolds is right there again. He couldn't spin around and take the shot. Holtzman all the way down the ice as that took a bounce at center, and Gosling picks it up. Gosling getting it up on the wing. USA. Reynolds, who really does work hard along that wing. Johnson trying to set something up there in the zone, and West Germany break. Holtzman looking for the long pass for Hilger. Casey bats it forward, and the whistle blows.
Hilger just ahead of that play. Offsides is the call.
Quick changes by both teams here in the second period. No sense in leaving your players out there to get tired. There's a long game to go.
That's nice to see. You've got that German orchestra of drums up there, a German supporter with a Chicago Blackhawks shirt on. There's that chance that Kip Miller had minutes ago. It was a giveaway by Harold Kreis in front of his own net. The Germans very lucky not to find themselves down on that one.
USA now working down on the wing. The pass intended there for Modano. Otto was there. Delayed offside. Brandl brings it out. USA, the weak shot coming right. They score! Stevens again found himself all alone in front of the net to tap it in.
I've mentioned this name a few times. Kevin Stevens never stops working out there. He's a good one to watch. He gives it his all. He's going down here. Just gets the backhand touch on that Joel Otto shot. Nice goal. Here you see the play coming in the zone. Joel Otto's in here. Dumps the puck over. Beautiful play. Kevin Stevens just gets the touch.
Quick thinking there by Otto to get it over to Stevens. Kiesling trying to bring himself back into the play. Trunchka now 2-1 the score. USA back in the lead. Trunchka takes it over the blue line. Still Trunchka dumps it in to Dieter Hagen. Pushed right in front. No one in the slot area in front of the net to pick that one up for West Germany. Bernhard Trunchka spun out of the play. Hagen overskates it, and Danton Cole pushes it to an open wing. Sacco goes after it. Norton flips that off the boards. O'Regan. Sacco gives that one away at center. Trunchka slows it down, puts it behind the net, and both teams again changing on the fly. The long pass up to Holzman for West Germany. Holzman tees it up and takes the shot. That's a high one. Casey couldn't see that one at all.
That puck stayed in the air for quite a while. Nobody was sure how high or where it was for a moment.
2-1 the score here in the second period as we approach the 12-minute mark. Fast and furious. Some good stuff from both teams. They've had their chances all the way back to Kreis. Holtzman can't handle that one. Hilger gives it to Holtzman. Kept in. Ranheim brings it over. Offside is the call. We're going to take a break now. Join us in a minute for the remainder of the second period. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the second period here at Bern, Switzerland. The World Ice Hockey Championships, Pool A. USA against West Germany. A great game in progress. 2-1 the score, USA over West Germany. It really has been hard. It's been physical at times. And the crowd have really loved this one since the opening face-off. They've seen some good hockey, both from West Germany and the USA. Morozov, for his part, that the Russian referee has let it go. And that's the kind of thing we like to see. Casey way out of his net. The Americans playing from left to right here. Good shot there of Jonathan Casey. Plays with Minnesota. USA with two men in the penalty box. Danton Cole with his third penalty of the series. Cole has just gone for tripping, something that happened off the plate. Reynolds has 35 seconds on his penalty. A golden opportunity here for West Germany with the two-man advantage to put on the pressure and do something about this scoreline. Trunchka goes after it. Holtzman goes in there and the West Germans keep it in the zone. The shot coming from way back from Schmidt. Bats it back into the zone. Brown goes after his man. The West Germans with Otto Tim Taylor there barking out the instructions, telling the boys where they should be. I'm sure they can't hear him. Brown for USA. Gets that one behind the boards. Reynolds is back on the ice. Goes over the blue line looking for the drop pass. Taken out of the play there is Otto. Otto looks weary as he climbs over the boards. Let's take a look at this again.
Kiesling going after Otto, going around behind that net. Otto had been out there a long time, really goes in hard. Joel Otto with a good job of killing that penalty off in a 5-on-3 situation until Reynolds got out there to help him out.
Well, he hit the ice, his feet hit the boards. Not a good ride there for Otto. Kiesling will sit this one out for 2. West Germany now with Brandl. Brandl getting some severe checking there from Stevens. Stevens still chasing his man. He's got the stride. He can really motor when he wants to. Going back for it, Dahlqvist. Keep going, they're saying. USA taking the shot, the rebound there. Duraf is down, the save is made. Action all around that goal here in the second period.
Once again, Kevin Stevens waiting for a rebound. Duraf has seen enough of his space in this game so far. He's always around that goal. There you see the replay. Shot from Stevens. Everybody's going for that rebound. Modano comes in. Him and Stevens both shovel it toward Duraf. Harold Kreis there to try and keep Kevin Stevens away from him.
No real power on that shot. Bobbling, bouncing, squirming puck. The face-off. Niederberger goes after it. Holtzman goes after it. Dahlqvist along the boards. Miller. Kip Miller going up against Schmidt. Some good effort there by number 15, John Fritsch, putting the pressure on West Germany in their own zone, forcing that face-off. Schmidt, there's one guy who's mean and moody, loves to throw his weight around in his own zone. You got to keep your head up when you're going by that guy.
He does a good job of playing the body. 4-on-4 for another 24 seconds, then the Americans will have a power play.
Otto comes back on the ice, up against Holtzman. Otto wins it. Brown wants it. It's pushed the other way by Norton. Johnson gets it back. Norton. Otto takes a stick, a high stick from Holtzman. Niederberger tried to get that one out. Brown has it now. Brown, a lazy shot right on the goal. Otto batted that one down and flipped it into the net. But Morozov is saying, no, that's no goal.
Joel Otto with a good point. Why not? He reached up, batted the puck down with his glove, played it to himself, then batted the rebound in. Watch this. Greg Brown with a shot. Goes off Duraf's stick, high up into the air. Otto knocks it down with his glove. Then he's the next man to touch it. There's nothing wrong with that. Puck's in the back of the net. Otto wants to know what's wrong.
Good shot there of the concentration from Nikolai Morozov, the Soviet referee handling this game. Or as my co-commentator feels, mishandling this game. He made the decision out there and he sticks by it. USA now with the power play situation. Otto, that goes behind him. Kept in by Modano. Pushed along the boards. All the way back to the point. The shot coming right in. The loose one there. Duraf comes out. Norton got a piece of that. Otto was cruising right in front. And again, Duraf comes up to make the save.
Helmut Duraf came way out of that goal and took the angle away from Jeff Norton. Duraf is a tall goalie. stands up straight. He does a good job of covering those low shots and staying on the rebounds.
Coming up now to 20 seconds on the penalty. West Germany breaking with Norton back. Trunchka looking for that pass as Hagen broke hard along the wing. It scooted away from Hagen. And USA coming forward. Modano stops on the circle, sets it up right in front of the net. Broughton is there, goes after it, tips it in the corner. The official falls along the ice, but lets play continue. He gets a smile, and there's a goal. Broughton got the touch. Modano helped to set it up.
You can hear the encouragement from the bench. Way to go, way to go. Plays behind the net. Modano's got it. He's got a lot of time. Directs that one across. Lovely touch from Neil Broughton on that one. Johnson had worked the puck out. Modano's there. Picks his spot. Lovely feed. Just gets the puck over on time.
Face-off here in the neutral zone with less than 2 minutes remaining on the period. 3-1 the score. That goal silenced the West German supporters here in Bern, Switzerland. It's been some good action from USA. Pokorny taken out by Brown. Pokorny goes after it and brings Brown down to the ice. Play continues. Fritsch. Still, it's Fritsch coming down the ice. A lot of room here. Takes it over the blue line and fires it in. Kiesling goes after him, puts the hold on him, slams him into the boards. Pokorny wrestles with his man along the woodwork. West Germany setting up that five-man defensive unit in front of the goal as Lubsig tries to get that across. He does, and it's intercepted by Stevens. He pushes that forward to Fritsch. Miller is in there, but Kiesling gets to it first. Kiesling up on the wing. 50 seconds remaining on the period. The West Germans would really like to get a goal as they go into the third period break. Danton Cole, a long shot into the far side. Both teams still changing on the fly. Sacco takes his man out of the play. Villman. That pass was batted down. It's an offside call. Reagan brought it in, but it was just outside the zone. Well, Tim Taylor must be a little more relaxed now. His team are leading 3-1, and the Americans have something to sing about.
Both of these teams have been sloppy in the third and have lost their legs in the past in the third. We'll see who comes out the hardest.
Schmidt beside his own net. Doesn't want to take any chances with this one. Niederberger. Schmidt now for West Germany. Gets that one forward to Hilger. Hilger, a nice pass from him. Niederberger on the backhand. Villman takes the shot. A little wide of the net. A good period by USA. They scored two. 3-1 the score as we go into the third period. Join us in a moment. Welcome back to Bern, Switzerland. USA going up against West Germany here in the Ice Stadium. Richard Beaupre with me, Paul Ferguson, enjoying this one. USA playing now from right to left as they lead 3-1. Some good stuff coming from both teams. They really have entertained the fans here in the first two periods. Otto got a piece of that one but didn't make much of it. Otto goes into the far corner. He's there with Stevens. Trunchka takes him out of the play and breaks now. West Germany with Trunchka and Dieter Hagen. Hagen takes a shot. Trunchka's right there trying to pick it up. The rebound comes and Casey makes the save.
Casey moving across, not quite totally set for that shot from Hagen. Did a great job to make that save. That was not an easy shot. Dieter Hagen got this one away really quickly. Trunchka coming in on that rebound. Casey alert and right on the spot for that one as well. The Germans, I think, know they've got to pop a quick goal here and get themselves back into this one and look for a good finish.
Holtzman loses out and Norton gives it to Brown. Brown gets it up on the wing and USA break. A lot of West Germans back. That one's flipped all the way around to the far side. Norton keeps it in, gets it right in front. Renheim couldn't get the shot away. And West Germany get it out of the zone. Brown slams on the brakes, goes the other way. Johnson looking for someone to pass to as that went across to the far side of the rink. Coming right in on goal now. Broughton, that took a deflection. Holtzman for West Germany gets that along to Villman. Brown will get there first on the far side, but the West Germans pick it up. A good effort by them. They stole that one right away and put it back to their defense. West Germany now bringing it forward. They need to gather that momentum they had in the second period. The shot right on Casey by Lupzig. Casey dropped it but was squirted away and eventually over the blue line. Reynolds kicks that one back into the zone. Steiger takes a hit. Pressed against the woodwork. And we're going to have a face-off just outside the USA blue line.
The checking is still close out there. Both teams moving the puck well, trying to open something up here.
The West German coach looking concerned at what's going on out there. His team have played well throughout this tournament. Still haven't been able to gather a point. Pokorny picked that one up in his own zone. Another whistle on the play as we take a look now at the camera positions way up alongside the commentary positions here in Bern, Switzerland. A lot of press, a lot of support following this one as Brandl made his way over to the penalty box and will sit it for two. This is his fifth penalty of the tournament. Going in with him there to level things up. USA on the break now with Dahlqvist. Renheim in there with the German player to level things up. USA being shadowed there by Trunchka. Trunchka. Niederberger. O'Regan flipping that slowly into the neutral zone. Dieter Hagen now getting it back. West Germany got to get their wheels moving. Trunchka is the man who can do it. Gerhard Trunchka takes it in and then takes it out of the zone. Trunchka getting that one away. West Germany working right in. They score! Hilger got the pass from Trunchka and brings West Germany back into this game. Some good stuff from Gerhard Trunchka to set him up. He saw him on the wing.
We talk so much about Trunchka. He's so valuable to this team. A great pass from him. Casey comes out for Hilger. Hilger very lucky to get that one in, actually. He had a nice move on Casey. Was a bit out of control as he avoided the stick. Went almost past the net with the puck. Split it in just inside the post. You can see that he's happy.
That's his first point of the tournament.
It was a good opportunity in the 4-on-4 situation. Reynolds gone with a hook and Brandl for roughing. Great chance for the Germans to try and open this ice up.
Mark Johnson now getting it over to Broughton. Broughton breaking in, going right in on goal. That took a deflection. West Germany now with number 3, Harold Kreis, passing it up. The shot right on Casey. Brown will get there. USA have a lot of time to bring it out of their zone. West Germany stacking them up along the blue line. Norton brings it in over the blue line. Offside is the call.
As I mentioned, both teams still 15 seconds left on those coincidental minors. A good chance for the West Germans to try and open something up here. They had the men out there that they wanted. Trunchka so dangerous. He covers so much ice. Pulled that one off. A nice goal. The Germans are right back in this one. 3-2. Still a lot of hockey to come in this period.
Going deep is Dahlqvist with Stevens and Ketchmer. USA with Otto. Otto has Ketchmer. Otto takes a shot. Otto picks up the rebound. Duraf, great job of holding his ground there. Pushed right in front, tipped away at the last moment off Dahlqvist's stick. Stevens along the boards, always effective there, and they start to mix it up with Dahlqvist and Pokorny looking at each other, and that is driven to the far side and down the ice. Casey comes way out of his cage. Leipzig goes after him. USA quick to get it out of the zone. Niederberger took a little shot there. Dahlqvist throwing his weight around, gets away with that one.
The crowd looking for a penalty there. You can hear him yelling.
Ranheim working his way onto the backhand side. Missed the net. USA buzzing all around that goal now. Ranheim taken out of the play. Schmidt doing a good job playing defense out there. Niederberger positions himself right in front of the net. Trunchka wrestles with his man. Fritsch took a shot in the head. Trunchka, Bernhard that is, picks up the puck after it bounces in front of him. Trunchka, team's back at full strength. Dieter Hagen making his way towards the net. USA bringing it out, 2-on-2. The shot, an easy one for Duraf, comes from Fritsch. And Helmut Duraf hangs on to that. As I said, there are just one or two colorful characters here. You can see Dahlqvist getting the stick and the hand up on Andreas Pokorny, and they have words. Well, they have more than words.
Dahlqvist wanted more out of that. The referee was right there and he turned his back to it more or less, as if to say, keep playing hockey, boys.
Brown shot that one in. Kept in on this side by Norton. Danton Cole. Cole getting it right in there. Sacco takes the shot. Duraf makes the save. West Germany now on the attack with Hilger. Hilger being robbed by Norton. Norton circles and goes the other way, and Sacco picks it up at the hash marks. The long pass intended for Danton Cole is intercepted, but this time Norton picks it up and brings it back in. Sacco takes the shot, the rebound comes out. Cole can't get the handle on it. Hilger, the break is on now. Holtzman can't get the shot away. One too many moves from him. Hemer can't keep it in the zone, and they'll have to come out and start over again.
The crowd really getting involved now. It's great end-to-end action. Each team having a good chance right there.
Casey will get the touch, leaves it go. Dahlqvist wants it. USA now breaking out strong. The Americans, Mark Johnson. Johnson going in on the backhand side. Udo Kiesling got a piece of that and pushed it away. Johnson, James Johnson takes the shot. Broughton is tripped there by Duraf as he made the save, and it's pushed out of the zone. Dumped back in. There's going to be an offside call here. The whistle blows. Oh, some great stuff from both teams. I know I've said that before. I'll continue to say it as long as it happens. This guy I like. I'm sure if you're playing against him, You wouldn't like him at all. He really does get in there and play gutsy defensive hockey, old-time hockey. Gets in front of the shot, gets the elbows up, gets the stick up, anything to stop the player.
There's that opportunity for Holtzman. He's in there but loses control of the puck. It looked to me like Casey had the position that he wanted on that, though. I don't think George Holtzman would have had much of a shot.
Norton to Broughton. A weak shot that Duraf handles. Flipped along and over the boards.
Both teams really pressuring the play here. The defense on both sides is moving up. Very offensive minded at the moment.
(3-2) the score here in the third period. Steiger and Hilger for West Germany. Stevens and Broughton. Broughton now in the face-off circle. Not a good pass there from Dieter Hagen. USA keep it in with Broughton getting it over to Mark Johnson. He couldn't hang on to that, and the West Germans bring it out. West Germany, Niederberger, that's way offside. Trunchka, number 14, found himself stranded in no man's land.
Back to that good man-to-man coverage. I believe that was Broughton who pulled Trunchka offside.
From the face-off, Holtzman gets it back to center ice. West Germany shoot it right to Casey's doorstep. Getting it forward now, Stevens. Villman up on the wing. The West Germans trying to take on these American defensemen. They do, they get it right in front. That bubbled for a minute, but USA brings it forward. Modano to the far side, Otto shoots it in, Modano goes after it. The shot was a weak one, it took a deflection. Hemer got that one away. Stevens bats it back into the zone. Harold Kreis flips that one all the way up the boards, and it takes a bounce into center ice. Goslin. Both teams changing quickly here on the fly. It's tense. Neither team trying to give anything away. The fans are loving this one. They really don't want to see the West Germans lose. Fitch takes the shot. That takes a deflection in West Germany now. A lot of support here for the West Germans. You can hear the drums in the background. Brandel is spun out of the play. USA breaking hard. Coming on the right wing. The wraparound. Kiesling couldn't find that, and Pokorny picked it up, came to the rescue. Kiesling along the boards looking for the pass, and that's flipped into the zone. Offside is going to be the call as Casey gets it back to the referee. Pretty good shift there by Kip Miller, the young college star, who's been playing well for USA throughout this tournament.
He has been playing well. Michigan State star. Of course, Danton Cole and Rob Reynolds are also Michigan State ice hockey players who are doing a good job out here for Team USA.
Thomas O'Regan taking the center position for USA, plays his hockey in West Germany. Trunchka now flips that into the zone. Brown for USA goes back. Brown, Ketchmer. USA working forward, but look how many West German players are back. Took a deflection to the far corner. The West Germans looking for the quick break. Bernhard Trunchka, a nice little move by him as he brought himself into center ice. Dieter Hagen looking for Gerhard Trunchka. He's held on the play as he tried to break forward. Three USA players coming up now. O'Regan, Ranheim. Ranheim trying to get the tip. Brown got it over. Trunchka with Niederberger. Dieter Hagen has time on it. Dieter Hagen, a nice little play from him. Holtzman, a great save there by Casey as he came out. Cut down the angle. There's the score here in the third period. Return action. De Raaf makes a good save on Ranheim. West Germany now. Villman breaking in on goal. Taken out of the play just before he could get the shot by Norton. Hemer tries to kick it in and does. Villman behind the net, falls, still comes up with the puck. Casey keeping his eye on that as that goes all the way out. Broughton being squeezed out of the play by Hagen. West Germany now. This is fast stuff. Both teams taking long shots. Hilger tries to work his way in, loses it just inside the blue line. Modano winds it up, drops it back. Norton can't get to it, and that goes off a skate. Lubsig for West Germany is shadowed all the way into the corner. Norton will pick that up. Johnson stayed with him. USA lose control. Norton goes after it. Udo Kiesling is there with Lubsig. This time Norton gets it and brings it out himself, puts it on the right wing. Some good back checking there as Modano lost control. Both teams trying to get some new blood out there on the ice. Trunchka, Pokorny, the long pass right up the middle. Offside is the call, as you can see. Brandl not happy with that call at all.
Good idea from the Germans. Brandl was in there alone. Just offsides.
3-2 the score here, USA over West Germany. 11:15 gone in the third period. This one has been close throughout. Just one goal in it. Brown. Ketchmer with the long pass. Danton Cole has Stevens right out front. The shot steered away by Duraf. Cole. Stevens can't contain that one. Cole will pick it up. Cole on the backhand side. Cole tried to get a shot away. Niederberger will get it and punch it out into the neutral zone. Trunchka takes a swipe at that and misses, and Niederberger flips it to the far side. Trunchka wants it back and he gets it. He's got to get skating. Can't be standing still. Pushed to the far side and Brown goes after it. Brown quick to react to get it out of the zone. Miller working his way right in with Sacco. They couldn't do anything with that one. Hilger now for West Germany. Oh, a good interception right on the blue line. Sacco kept onside right in front of the net. And that's in the net. Fritsch did a little dance over the goalie. Johnson helped to set him up on that one. 4-2 for USA.
Well, you could read lips. We'll leave out a couple words Fritsch was saying. Lovely pass, man. Just got the touch. That had Duraf all turned around, all mixed up. Good play. John Fritsch with a nice goal. There you see the pass coming through to Fritsch. It's fed just perfectly. All he's got to do is get a stick on it, and that's just what he does. Duraf unable to come up with that as he's all twisted around. Fritsch with a great jump over the top to finish it off.
Coming right in on goal again. Another great save by Duraf. He's been strong. They've scored 4 goals against him, but he has been strong. That took a weird and wonderful bounce to Casey, and he picked that up, batted it out of the zone, and Udo Kiesling gets it back. Pokorny. The long shot, again the rebound comes sailing out, tipped away past Kiesling. USA pick it up. Drop back, Pokorny will always going to get that one first. West Germany on the attack, working their way down along the board, some aggressive stuff from them. Trying to keep it in the zone. Kiesling has it now at center. Kiesling to the far side. They really need to score a couple of goals. Brandl looking for Steiger. Mark Johnson can't get a handle on that one, and Kiesling picks it up. Flips it to the far side. West Germany throwing it around nicely out there. Intercepted by Ketchmer. Offside is the call on the play, and both teams will change up their lines.
Both teams really moving that puck well. A lot of end-to-end action, as we've said before. Jim Johnson has played so well through this tournament. That was a great feed that he gave John Fritsch there. That's a big goal.
4-2 the score. Under 7 minutes now remaining here in the game. Not a good pass there that sends Norton way back into his own zone, but he gets the wheels moving and brings it out. Broughton looking for Mark Johnson. It comes up on the wing to Ranheim. Ranheim gets it all the way back, intercepted right at the top of the slot. And Dieter Hagen moving right into the positioning right in front. Trunchka took the shot, but that was wide of the target, got it back to the point, but there was no one there to pick it up. Hagen moved well right into the slot area, but couldn't get that shot away. Trunchka now behind the net to Bernhard Trunchka. Flipped high along the boards. Both teams trying to get a change here. Schmidt drops it back to Hemer. Hemer plays that one forward, but no one can get a stick on it. The indication from Casey is icing as Goslin gets the touch here in the third period.
This pace has been fast, and neither team seems to be slowing down at all. Both of these teams are really coming together. We mentioned third period legs have cost both of these teams. Not tonight. They'd be playing with anybody out there tonight. Both teams really skating well.
Well, that's when the big boys usually pull away. The Canadians, the Soviets, the Czechs, and the Swedes. And that's when the West Germans, and up until now the USA side, and the Norwegians have had problems in the third period. The depth to go the distance is important. Hilger along the boards, coming out now to Holtzman. Can Holtzman get the shot? No, he can't. Pushed along the boards. The Americans, Modano trying to dipsy-doodle through the defense. Stevens gets all the way back. The save there from Daraff. The return shot is high and wide from Stevens. Stevens doing a lot of work out there offensively and defensively for USA. He seems to be all over the ice. Steiger will pick this one up. Backhanding that one up on the wing. Lubsig taken out of the play. Steiger wanted that one. Sacco now picks it up. Sacco going after it. Lubsig backhands it to Kiesling. It's too far for him. Udo Kiesling watches Sacco and Brandl mix it up. Now Kiesling gets stuck in and they start to throw the punches. Sacco wants to have a go at someone. He doesn't care who it is, Brandl or Kiesling.
So many times we've seen Udo Kiesling, who is such a good player with such a level head. He's a big guy, he's an offensive-minded defenseman, but he doesn't get involved in things like that. He stays away from it and keeps himself on the ice because he knows that's where the West Germans need him the most.
Right now, the West Germans need a goal, and they need all their players on the ice to do it.
That's exactly right. They've got to get a goal quickly here, cut that lead to 1, and then work hard to try and get that equalizing goal.
The Swiss official taking his time. The shot coming from Dahlqvist from 60 feet out. Trunchka picks it up now. Bernhard Trunchka. Gerhard Trunchka goes after it. Flipped along the boards into the center ice zone. West Germany working hard to do something with that puck in the USA zone. Niederberger will chase this one. Icing is the call, and there's less than 4 minutes remaining on the period and on the game. A good shot there of Merck, the backup goalie on this occasion. Klaus Merck, who plays in Berlin, really has played well throughout this tournament. Helmut Daraff has done a fine job too.
Good camera work for the linesman as he's doing his job, getting in between the players.
Trunchka will look to get this back to Dieter Hagen. Niederberger, the big defenseman, goes right up onto the circle. He's still inside the circle, takes a slash on the wrist, and then Another one. Morozov is going to have to go in and sort this one out as James Johnson wants the West German player to get back and get on his own side of the hash marks. Trunchka and Otto, they dropped the puck. Otto wasn't ready. The shot coming right in. Dieter Hagen, that bounces right in front of the net. Dahlqvist can't get it away. Dieter Hagen gets it back. Schmidt now working in. Schmidt getting it back to Niederberger. Niederberger to Schmidt. Schmidt scores! Oh, West Germany threw that around so well. The Raff raises his stick in the air to celebrate. A good little 1-2 in front of that net. They really deserve that goal. That was a good one.
The Americans are going mad here. We'll explain the goal first. Niederberger with a great pass just leads Schmidt. All he has to do is have his stick on the ice. That's just what he does. His backhand touch is just enough to get it past Casey. The Americans going mad over here on the other side. There you can see Casey moving across. Niederberger's in full control. A very heads-up play from him. Fakes the shot, looks, Schmidt's going hard to the net. That's a beautiful goal. As I was saying, the Americans are going mad. That's over the call by the referee on that face-off. Otto felt he wasn't ready. Trunchka had to stick down. They dropped the puck. The Americans didn't get it out of the zone. Things like that can happen. The Germans are right back in this one.
Kiesling takes the long shot right on Casey, pushed into the corner. So a great finish in store. Steiger takes the shot. That's cleared away. The rebound comes out. Leipzig couldn't get a handle on it. Now Leipzig picks it up. Gets it to Holtzman. Holtzman shoots that one and it goes in the corner. Casey comes way out of that to clear that one, and he does. Bounces off, but Steiger keeps it in the zone. Holtzman backhands it too far for anyone. Kiesling races back for this. 4-3 the score. West Germany with a great finish in this one. Kiesling can't control that one. Norton shoots it all the way into West German territory. Out at center now, the West Germans putting every man forward. Holtzman looking for the pass, it didn't come off. Norton will get there and squirt it around the boards to the far side. Modano shot it forward. Niederberger gets it to the far side. West Germany want to keep it in the USA zone. Some good forechecking from them as they do. Modano. Otto and Modano. Otto takes a shot, he scores! Modano and Otto were playing cat and mouse all the way down the ice. Otto found himself all alone in the slot area and let go a devastating shot.
3-on-2, the West German defense is backing in. None of their forwards are back to help on this play. Modano with a nice drop pass. Otto's all alone in the slot for that shot, rather. Makes no mistake with that. There you see Modano, he's waiting. Nobody's back checking. All kinds of time for Joel Otto. He isn't going to miss chances like this. Helmet to Raff with no chance whatsoever to come up with that save.
Well, that was textbook stuff. 5-3 now the score. Time ticking away for the West Germans. Steiger. Kreis fires it into the zone. Casey leaves it there. The Americans almost give that one away to Steiger. Pushed up on the wing. Sacco couldn't get in front of the net in time, and West Germany tried to bring that one out. Trunchka to Udo Kiesling. Less than 2 minutes now remaining in the game. 5-3 the score. West Germany, keep your eye on their goal. They may take out the goaltender if they can get possession in the USA zone. Leipzig fires that back in and gets hit by Goslin. Pressed along the boards, no one really wants to move it, so Morozov whistles it down for a face-off. Well, if you were the coach, Richard, for West Germany, would you take the goalie off trailing by 2 with just over a minute remaining?
It doesn't matter whether you lose by 2 or 3 now. It's not a bad idea. Get the extra attacker out. Try and get one back quickly here.
18:38 gone in the period. Trunchka goes up for this all-important face-off. The Americans will make sure that they're watching on this one. 1:22 left in the game. Hagen will go in to replace Trunchka. The drop is there. The Americans come up with it with Ketchmer. Ketchmer being shadowed and pressed along the boards. He kicks it forward as far as Niederberger. That's right in front of the net, but Ketchmer's going to get there, and he gets it out of the zone. Niederberger along the far side. West Germany now, time running out. Dieter Hagen. Hagen takes it over the blue line. Being shadowed there by Ketchmer and Broughton. Broughton picks up that lazy pass, lays it forward. Johnson works his way in. A good defensive move there by Niederberger to break up that play. Just a few seconds to go now in the game. Broughton bats that one back in. West Germany struggling here to get out of their zone. Holtzman flips it into the USA defensive zone, and the Americans try to get it out. They do this time. Otto stays right on Holtzman and puts the pressure on. It's difficult for the West Germans right now to get anything going. Kiesling takes the shot.
Kiesling moving in over the blue line. Just tried to let the quick shot go. It went off Jeff Norton high up into that screen. The West Germans have fought so hard. They're such a determined team out there. The U.S. having a good third period, staying right on top of things, not letting this game get away from them. Are in control now.
The face-off in USA territory. 12 seconds remaining on the clock. Udo Kiesling goes back for it. This is going to be a victory for USA over West Germany. Steiger knows he's running out of time. There goes the buzzer to end the third and final period. A good period by USA to finally take the lead and stay there. 5-3 the final score.
The U.S. with a good effort. 60 minutes of hockey. The West Germans unfortunate on the short end once again. The U.S. knew they were in for a good game, and they got one.
USA congratulating their players and their goaltender out there. I thought Casey played well. He came up with some key saves. The final score there, USA 5, West Germany 3. Well, let's take a look at the results from the finals here, day one. Finland 8-1 over Norway. USA 5-3 over West Germany. Some good results there if you're a Finnish fan or you're an American fan.
These are the bottom four teams. This could be some kind of a sign of what we're going to see in the next round.
Well, you can't really blame the West Germans for not trying on that one. Here are the standings now. The Canadians, the Swedes, the Soviets, and the Czechs will now fight it out against each other for the medals. USA, Finland, Norway, and West Germany will be fighting to avoid relegation to Pool B. We know the Swiss are coming up. Someone has to go down.
That's exactly right. The Swiss are determined to come into this round next year and do well. The West Germans don't want to go down, though.
Well, the team's lining up now to accept their congratulations and their Man of the Match awards. Let's take a look at what's coming up on Saturday, the 28th of April. Czechoslovakia against Canada. That's going to be a tough one for both teams. It's going to be fast. It's going to be hard-hitting. 10:30 UK time, 11:30 European time. Don't miss that one on Saturday.
That should be a battle. The Canadians want to maintain that undefeated streak. Of course, the Czechs can play better hockey than we've seen in their last two outings.
Well, they really do need to string it together when they play the Canadians, because right now the Canadians are hot. Well, from Richard Beaupre and myself, Paul Ferguson, until tomorrow, bye for now. See you then.